Alright, go.
It's filming?
Yep.
Okay folks, I brought you inside to explain heat treatment. It's very important that you understand there are lots of different types of metals used for different purposes, and the metals need to be adjusted depending on the job that they need to do. So some metals, like used for tools, need to be quite hard so that they can do the cutting, and some other metals need to be quite flexible, so they're easily bent. So we can change the properties of the metal by heat treatment. Now, heat treatment is quite simple. It is about applying heat. The process to make it hard is quite simple. It's simply called hardening. We can adjust the level of hardening by tempering. That's calming down the amount of hardness in it, so it's not as brittle. And the other two processes, annealing and normalising, are the complete opposite. They are about making it soft rather than hard. So in this video, I'm going to show you hardening and tempering, and I'll also explain annealing and normalising. To show you some heat treatments, I'm going to use a hairpin, a set of pliers, a little bit of water. And if you look at this hairpin, it's a nice small amount of metal, so it's very easy to demonstrate it. You'll see this very flexible. That's actually quite sore. Anyway, I could open it and it pings back. Right, let's see if we can change the properties of this metal by applying heat to it. Heat treatment. I don't have a Bunsen burner, so I'm going to use this. Okay, catches fire. That's a little bit of plastic burning off. Won't do you any harm. It should start to go red shortly. There you go, it's going red. Let's get it nice and red. So, heat treatment. The next step, it's red hot, is to quench it. We will put it in a little bit of water. Did you hear the noise? Okay. Now let's see the way the metal behaves when we open it up. Right, now we think it'll go harder because that's what heat treatment does, hardening. Obviously, if it's hardening, it's going to make it harder. When it's hard, it's brittle. What? Turn that off?
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Just in case you put your hand over it.
Okay, so here we go. Open it up and it snapped straight away. That's because the metal is hard because we've applied hardening. Hardening is heating it and dropping it into, or quenching it in cold water. Let's repeat the experiment by taking another one. I should have left that on. We'll heat it up again. So I'm showing you hardening. I've just shown you hardening, right? So I've just shown you hardening. I'm going to repeat the process, but then this time we are going to do some tempering. So here we go. It's red hot again. Yeah. It's red hot. Quench it. Take it back out. Now, I am going to reheat it. If I opened it up this time, it will snap because it's very brittle. So if I reheat it, but this time not too hot. So we're not going to go red hot. And we'll just cool it gently in the air. I'll skip a little bit of this out. I don't know how. I do not want to cool it in the water. If you cool it in the water, it tenses up the metal, changes the structure of the particles in the metal, and it'll become brittle. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yeah, it's not hot anymore. Let's see what happens when I open it up. It's flexible again. It did not snap. Look, it's actually very easy to change its shape. So it's lost its brittleness, okay? But it will still have an element of hardness because we applied hardening to it. I think that's it, isn't it? So, just as a quick recap, hardening is about making a metal hard. You heat it up to it's red hot and you quench it in the water really quickly, but it's brittle. You can temper it by heating it up a little bit and letting it cool slowly. So you can heat it up again, but not as hot, and let it cool slowly. That's tempering. Annealing and normalising are about making metal soft. So to make a metal soft, you heat it up and you let it cool slowly. Annealing is letting it cool in the furnace slowly. Normalising is just let it cool normally in the air. So annealing and normalising are making metal soft. Hardening is making metals hard. Tempering is what we just did with this one, and that was to reduce the level of hardness so it's not too brittle. I hope you understood that. That's the heat treatments: hardening, tempering, annealing and normalising. You might have to watch this video a couple of times just to get your head around it. All right, with that, thank you very much. Have a nice day.